There are different types of looms: hand loom, power loom, rapier loom, air jet loom, water jet, projectile, circular, and charcoal looms. In previous lectures, we have discussed different looms. Today, our topic is on circular looms. The working principle of circular loom is uses a continuous circular motion to weave tubular fabrics. The warp threads are arranged in a circular layout. The weft yarn is inserted in a spiral motion as machine rotates. Working principle of different looms is different. Like in projectile looms, projectile is used for insertion of weft. In case of air jet loom, mechanism of air is used for insertion of weft. And in case of water jet loom, a water jet is used for insertion of weft in warp. So in circular motion, circular loom is use of continuous circular machine to weave the tubular fabric. Warp threads are arranged in circular layout. Weft yarn is inserted in a spiral motion. As machine rotates and tubular fabric is produced. Advantages of these looms are seamless fabric production, eliminates the need for side seams, high efficiency for tubular fabrics, best of woven sacks, filter fabrics, and hoses. Mostly hoses are in tubular forms. Lower waste. Since fabrics are woven as a tube, fabric utilization is maximized. Maximize the fabric utilization so recovery is increased. Handles coarse and synthetic yarn well. Works well with PP polypropylene, HDPE and other technical yarns. Simple operation requires less skill compared to projectile looms and other looms. So these are the advantages of circular looms: seamless, high efficiency, low waste of fabric, a yarn, handles coarse and synthetic, and simple operation. Disadvantages: limited to tubular and circular fabrics, cannot produce flat fabrics, as by the name is a circular loom, so it produces only circular, or you can say tube form fabrics. Limited design flexibility, only sports basic weaves. Designs produced on circular looms. When we talk about the designs produced on circular looms are primarily used for weaving tubular or flat fabrics, commonly for sacks, bags, strapline, and industrial textiles. The types of designs produced on circular looms include: first is plain weave, the most common design in circular looms used for woven sacks and bulk packaging materials, provides strength and durability. So second design is twill weave, offers better flexibility and strength compared to plain weave. It is used for specialized industrial fabrics, as twill weave has a better strength as compared to plain weave. Third design is double layer weave. It produces a thick, durable fabric with two layers suitable for heavy duty bags and industrial applications. Next is mesh or net-like weaves. Creates an open structure with the spaces between threads. Uses for ventilator sacks or vegetable bags. Fifth design that is produced on circular looms is striped or patterned weave created by using colored warp or a weft yarn in sequence used for branding or identification purpose. This is something different for branding, marketing, and it is a different design by utilization of multicolored warp or weft yarns. Six is coated or laminated fabrics post weaving process. Woven fabrics from circular looms can be laminated with the plaster coatings used for waterproof, turpline, flexible intermediate bulk containers, and geotextiles. This is something used in technical textiles or different application for coated and laminated fabric. That is why it is also called post weaving process. Utilization is done in waterproof fabrics due to coating purpose. These were the designs that was produced on circular looms. Circular looms applications, tubular fabrics used in bags, sacks, and geotextiles, as we have discussed in previous slides. Specialties produces a seamless, continuous tubular fabrics. Core preference for packaging material as geotextiles. What are the properties? When we talk about the properties specialized for continuous circular weaving, uniform fabric structure, and limited to specific industries, these are the properties of circular looms. This is journal slide for conclusion with respect to selection of looms. Each loom has specific applications, advantages and limitations based on its design and technology. But the selection of looms depends upon different parameters. First is fabric type. Either you are planning lightweight fabric, heavyweight fabric, or intricate patterns like different designs, complex designs. Second variable is production need. Either you have requirement of small scale customization production or you are planning large scale efficiency production. Third variable for selection of loom is cost and resources, budget, energy availability, and operational complexity. Budget is very key element in any industry, in any project. Energy availability is related to operational cost of machine. Further, next is market demands, either artisanal versus industrial or luxury versus bulk production you are planning. These are the variables or these are the factors that need to be considered before selection or erection and installation of any loom. I hope your concept about the circular looms would be very clear. After this lecture, we will see you in next lecture with another topic. Thank you, Allah Hafiz.